Hello, my name is Min Hee Han, and my book that I'm going to talk about today is Good Economics for Hard Times. So, the authors, two of them, they both are economists, and they're the co founders of the Abdul Latif Jamel Poverty Action Lab, and they were awarded in 2019 Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Sciences for their experimental approach to elevating global poverty. Outline of the book is that they talk about how the economists are distrusted by the general public, and the reason why is that the economists normally don't take time to explain their theories and the reasons of their claims to the public, so the public normally don't trust them. But what they say is that economists actually can help a lot of the big problems of our times. If they can gain our trust, they can actually help our problems. So the big problems that they talk about is low-skilled migration and also trade. Sometimes like the low-priced import goods can hurt the local products. So that's what people think. So that's also the problem, and also AI. Uh, well, we kind of believe that AI will take people's jobs and they will take over the world, or would they helpful or would they just hurt us? So that's also a problem. Inequality and poverty and environmental issues. Those things are big issues of our time. These two authors will go over these problems and talk about the solutions that can actually help the problems. Well, this book is actually very interesting, and there are things that I didn't know and things that I just believe the false facts or what people say, but it actually talk about a lot of things that are problems in our times. When you read the book, you will see the answers and what we can do to solve our problems. But today, I'm going to talk about one of the problems, migration. We hear this a lot. Like some of the local people are against immigration because immigrants will hurt their culture, and they will take the local people's jobs. That's the problem generally. And also, politicians are using these false facts to turn local people against immigrants. So people normally believe that immigrants take jobs from natives. Immigrants lower the wage because they want to work at a lower wage. And everyone wants to migrate to a richer country. So they think that low-skilled immigrants they move to a richer country just for the money, or people think that all the people that live in a poor country will move to richer country. Local people in richer countries, they think immigrants as a threat. However, in this book, they tell you no, actually, it's not true. People do not want to immigrate unless their home is a shark's mouth. That's what they say. They show you proofs that actually people don't want to move unless their home is in danger, like unless there is like war or there is like natural disasters. Unless they have a big problem, they normally don't want to move. And there are other reasons than money when people decide to migrate as well. It's not just money. People don't just move for the money. Not all the poor country citizens will move to richer country. This can be proven by Greece situation. So at the height of their economic crisis from 2010 to 2015, actually only 3% of the population immigrated to other countries. The rest of them stayed there. So you can kind of see that just because of the economic crisis, people wouldn't just move. There are other reasons that they want to stay there. It's their home. People don't just want to move to another country. Also, migration has very little negative impact on employment and wage. And low-skilled migrants do not compete with native workers. These are the truth, and now we'll see the reasons behind this claim. So the reason explained in the book, number one, immigrants spend money in the new community. It creates low-skilled jobs. Yes, so when people move, they don't just earn money, they also have to eat, they go to restaurants, they buy clothes, stuff like that. So it actually creates low-skilled jobs. Number two, stable supply of low-wage workers slows down the process of mechanization. So because the employers can have stable supply of low-wage workers, they would consider just using these low-wage workers instead of using machines, which helps the local workers as well. Number three, migrated low-skilled workers may push native low-skilled worker to more skilled jobs because the migrated low-skilled workers will do low-skilled jobs because the local natives have advantages over the migrated low-skilled workers concerning language and personal connections in the country. So it actually can help the local low-skilled workers to move to more skilled jobs. Number four, migrants perform a job that native workers do not want. So normally the migrants would want to work as babysitters, cleaning places that actually those jobs that native workers do not want. For example, if native workers, especially women, if they can have low-wage babysitters, it might actually help the local women to go to work. So these are the reasons explained. So, well, for me personally, I learned a lot from this book. Like the things that I just believed that they were wrong, and things that I actually haven't checked. So I think if you read this book, you may find answers to your questions. Also, you may have believed things that are not true, and you may have a moment to think hard on these problems. That's what happened to me. I hope this video would encourage you to read this book. So thank you so much for watching my video.